Hey everybody, it's Jamie, and today we're going to be discussing why the new released film Wonder Woman is so important. Now, amidst critical fears of the film being a flop, like some of its predecessors from DC have been considered, the film shines, and it is with such great relief that I say that. Now, this film was inherently always going to have feminist qualities to it, and I think the film handles that in a really constructive and a really empowering way for both genders. Some of the backstory to this film is that, believe it or not, this is the first solo female-led superhero film in a decade. Oh, which is disturbing to say the least. We've had a lot of brilliant kind of female badass characters in a lot of other superhero films, but it'd been a while since we'd actually gotten solo flicks with chicks. And one of the really terrifying things was the fact that not only did this film have a female director, which is a good thing, but it was the fact that if this film flopped with that female director attached, and the fact that it was with a female, it becomes a question of studio executives being like, well, they don't like watching superhero films with women in them. The people are just not interested. We don't want to make what the people aren't interested in. So the fact that this is good, it's a good film, not only that, but people enjoy it, it's just, it's riveting. This film does so much for representation of women in superhero films. I think it is a perfect kind of film for young girls to look at and have a role model. The film does a brilliant job in characterizing Wonder Woman's kind of female traits in a positive light. One of the things that you see often in female-led action films, or just kind of female characters in action films in general, is that emotions and letting the emotions get to the best of you and crying and being hysterical is not a good thing. It is something that is to your detriment. But Wonder Woman doesn't treat Diana's hysteria as a bad thing. One of the most important scenes in the film is as they make their way to the trenches of No Man's Land, and Diana keeps crossing people that are injured and women and children, and people just generally dying and feeling the true effects of war and being told, we can't go over to that other side, you'll get killed, like, it's just not possible, you cannot cross No Man's Land. All these kind of events and these things that she keeps getting told that she can't do, and these people that she can't help, you see the tension under her skin and the anger kind of brewing inside of her, that she's like, you know what, I can protect these people, and I will not stop until they are safe. And she does just that. She just climbs over the trenches, gets to the other side, saves the town, and her hair isn't even out of place. Even the ending kind of the film is shown that her love and her compassion is something that is a source of her power. It's not something that holds her back or makes her any less than a male character. And all of these things combined give a really great message to an audience. Back to the kind of feminist points of this film, it handles feminism in a really great way. Now, typically you could see like feminists as man-hating bashes that just, you know, women power and men are crap and da-da-da. The film doesn't deal with that kind of feminism. It is actually a really empowering feminism for both kind of sexes, which is great. Both the characters of Diana and Steve are very capable in their own respects. They both have their flaws, they both have their strengths, and together they kind of help each other in the best way possible without stepping on each other's feet too much. Which is another reason why I think the romance in the film works so great. The romantic relationship of Diana and Steve in this film doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel fake. It just feels natural. And in the same respect, the ending of the film with Steve's sacrifice also feels genuine, and you do feel a genuine kind of hurt and empathy for Diana when you see that plane explode. I will tell you, I was a bit teary-eyed with that scene. One of the great things that this film handles is that romance, and that it doesn't come secondary to the plot. It happens naturally, it evolves the characters, it enhances the characters, but at the same time the characters are still able to be great on their own. Diana doesn't man bash in this film. She doesn't think that she's better than man. There is no kind of subtext in this film that says, you know what, she's better than all of you because she can kick ass and men are incompetent or that kind of thing. Steve is allowed just as much capability as Diana does. And because they have different strengths, the film plays to those in different respects. It actually kind of shows this equality in their relationship, which is really refreshing to see. Now, I'm the kind of person that believes that in most aspects, women are just as capable as men, and especially in superhero films where there are females that are super strong and that are actually like physically stronger than men. The film handles Diana's capability in a really great way. She still has a character arc to form. She leaves Themyscira very naive to the world and has to learn a lot about what the rest of Earth and humanity is all about, which I think is a great journey for her to take. The film isn't without its flaws. The battle at the end of the film is CGI heavy, to say the least. And at times it does feel a bit cliched. Some of the dialogue is a bit hammy, a bit heavy-handed. The villains in this film are arguably not the greatest. To address the fact that some superhero films have less than desirable villains is a video for another day. But the charm and the charisma that Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman brings, and that Chris Pine also brings to the screen, and that many of the supporting cast do, kind of makes up for the parts of the film that lack. Overall, the film and the team behind this film have done a brilliant job to bring to light the qualities and the greatness that a female-led superhero film can bring. I'm so glad that it's a success, and I'm so thankful for Patty Jenkins for kind of being the leader to this project and making it the best that it could be. I'm just in awe, and I feel like watching it again and crying because it makes me so happy. That is about all from me today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you like this video, to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, you know the jazz. And if you would like to see any more stuff from me, don't forget to follow me on my social media. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!